Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm gonna try a different format for my videos today. It's been a minute since I've recorded anything, but I think me and my wife were talking about something, and I think it's something that needs to be discussed. Is people nowadays are so tied up with social media, and they're actually so tied up with being a part of a crowd that sometimes being an individual is seen as weird. It's stigmatized, and it's seen as maybe not the coolest thing to do to go out by yourself. And I think it's something that people need to learn to do. We should start actually being willing to spend time alone. Go out to a restaurant by yourself. Maybe spend the night at a hotel. Try out a new place that you've been looking at that you've driven by for years and just never walked into, and just spend some time alone relearning yourself. Learn about the things that you like. Learn about things that you maybe had as a hobby a long time ago, and that maybe you've left alone and want to pick up again. There's nothing wrong with learning yourself and being an individual, and I think that over the last 20 years or so we've gotten away from that. I was talking to my wife about the kid in high school who used to sit by themselves learning an acoustic guitar, or a kid who sat playing their favorite video game for hours on end, trying to learn every secret, trying to master it, or somebody who just literally wanted to learn something new, but because somebody thought that it wasn't the coolest thing to do, they shied away from it. Learn a new language. Try some food you never tried before. A very good example of this is the other day I went down to Germantown in Nashville, and I went to this place called Tempered where they make these chocolate truffles. It's absolutely delicious stuff, right? And I wore a suit for no other reason than because I wanted to. And it's okay to do things because you want to do them. Like, I looked at Instagram the other day, and they had this thing basically where they're like, "Oh, do the Spartan workout and go ghost mode for 6 months, and don't let anybody know your moves, and get in the gym or learn a new skill, and then come back and be a beast." And it used to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, you used to be able to just do things on your own, and it was okay. But now it seems like society doesn't want you to be an individual. They don't want you to think for yourself, and if you do, you're a weirdo. And it's weird because you're not strange by wanting to learn something on your own. Learn a new language. You know what I mean? Learn how to drive a manual transmission car. Put together a puzzle. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, make it your thing. I think for me, one of the new things I've been doing lately is going to the gym. I do have my brand Chocolate Boxer. It's small, but I had always wanted to actually just go ahead and design my own shirt, design my own sweatshirts, and just put them out there. And it wasn't necessarily to want to sell them or to reach out to a wide audience. It's literally because it was something that was just in my head that I wanted to do to get it out of my head. And that's all right. Sometimes do things just to do them. Me and my wife, we don't go on a lot of big, splurging vacations, but every once in a while we'll find a hotel and just stay, do a staycation, get away from everything. A lot of these places have, designer, body washes and shampoos and conditioners. They use certain types of pillows and comforters, and just the layout gives you peace of mind to be alone from time to time, and it's okay. Like, a good example of this is the Kimpton in Nashville. It's probably one of the coolest places you'll ever go. It's right in the middle of everything, but at the same time, you're alone. You have your thoughts to yourself. And sometimes we spend so much time hearing the voices of others and spending so much time in groups that we don't have time to listen to the voices in our own head that are telling us, take a breath, reevaluate and reassess who you are. And it's okay to just sit back and reflect on who you were and what you want to become and who you are now and how far you are from your goals and how much you've accomplished thus far. Sometimes you just need to sit back and listen to yourself and just let yourself be you. Back in the 90s, individuality was what made all of us who we were. You had the grunge kids and the emo kids and goth kids and hip hop kids and nerds. And now it's like everybody's supposed to be the same, otherwise, you're not cool. Being cool is not fitting in. Be an individual. Peace.